Ever had that happen? Or you're waiting for an important email and your stomach just drops the second you see the notification. Maybe you get cut off in traffic and your heart starts pounding with instant rage. Why does something so small, a text, a traffic jam, a weird look from a coworker, have the power to hijack your entire day? We all know that feeling, the frustration, the overthinking, the replaying conversations in your head, searching for the perfect comeback that you'll never get to use. But let's be honest, it's more than just annoying, it's exhausting. It's a constant drain on your energy, your focus, and your happiness. You're essentially letting random, low-stakes events have 5-star control over your inner world. But what if I told you there's a way to turn all that noise down? What if the ultimate power move wasn't to win every argument or have the perfect comeback, but to be so profoundly unbothered that it actually confuses people? This isn't about becoming a robot or pretending you don't have feelings. This is about becoming mentally untouchable. It's about building an internal peace so solid, so deep, that nothing on the outside can shake it. It's about taking the remote control to your emotions firmly back into your own hand. And by the end of this video, you'll know the 5 essential shifts to make this your reality. Let's begin. First things first, your brain isn't broken. It's just running on some seriously outdated software. That sudden jolt of anger, that sting of rejection, that's your ancient survival hardware kicking in, the fight or flight response. Your amygdala, the brain's little emotional smoke detector, is screaming danger. It's a brilliant system that saved our ancestors from tigers and rival tribes. The problem is, today, it's activating because someone at Starbucks spelled your name wrong or rolled their eyes in a meeting. Your brain can't tell the difference between a real existential threat and a perceived social slight. So, it floods you with the same old stress chemicals, cortisol, adrenaline. Your heart rate goes up, your muscles tense. You are physically preparing for a battle that is only happening in your head. Here's the secret. You can't stop that initial alarm, so stop trying to. The real power lies in what you do next. It's about widening the gap between that first feeling and your reaction. The next time you feel that flash of anger, just whisper to yourself, there's the alarm. That's it, just notice it. You don't have to immediately call the fire department. In that pause, that space you create, that's where your freedom is. Once you understand your own programming, the next shift is to realize this. You are not the main character in everyone else's movie. We all suffer from something called the spotlight effect, the feeling that a giant spotlight is following us around, illuminating our every mistake and flaw for the world to see. But the truth is, everyone else is too busy starring in their own movie, worrying about their own spotlight. That person who seemed annoyed, they probably just got off a stressful call. The person who ghosted you, they might be completely overwhelmed with their own life, and it has absolutely zero to do with you. I once spent an entire morning convinced my boss was furious with me because of a blunt, one-word email reply. I spun a whole story of my imminent failure. Later that day, I found out her dog had been sick all night. Her reply had nothing to do with me and everything to do with her exhaustion. How much energy did I waste on a story that was pure fiction? We spin these elaborate narratives where we are the star, but 90% of the time, it's not personal. It's projection. People are constantly leaking their own stress, their own baggage, and their own insecurities. Your job is not to be a sponge for it. Think of it like emotional junk mail. You don't have to open it. Just see it for what it is, someone else's stuff, and send it straight to the trash with the mantra, not my energy, not my burden. And when you stop collecting everyone else's junk mail, you'll be amazed at how much space you have left. This brings us to the third shift, emotional minimalism. Think about your peace of mind like a financial budget. You have a finite amount. A smart person wouldn't spend $100 on something that's only worth 5 cents. So why do we spend 100 units of our peace on a 5-cent problem, like a rude comment from an internet troll? Most of us live as emotional maximalists. We collect every grievance, hold on to every slight, and react to every notification. Our emotional house is cluttered and chaotic. Emotional minimalism isn't about having no feelings. It's about making sure every feeling you invest in is worth the space it takes up in your head. You start to ask yourself a new question. Is this truly important, or is it just loud? Not every rude comment deserves a response. Not every argument needs you to participate. Not every inconvenience requires a meltdown. You consciously choose to declutter your reactions, saving your precious energy for the things that truly matter. And here's where it gets really interesting. Once you start practicing this, people around you will notice. And when they realize they can't get a reaction from you, one of two things will happen. They'll either change how they treat you, or they'll go find someone else to bother. People who thrive on drama are like energy vampires. They need to feed on your reaction to feel validated. It's how they regulate their own chaos. When you don't provide that fuel, their engine sputters. Drama needs a dance partner. When you stay on the sidelines, the music stops. You'll notice a shift. People might even call you cold, stoic, or hard to read. In the past, that might have hurt. Now, I want you to take it as a compliment. It means your force field is working. You're not being rude. You're just done performing for chaos. If someone accuses you of being cold, hold this thought. I'm not being cold. I'm just protecting my calm, and my calm is no longer negotiable. This all leads to the final, most powerful shift, redefining strength. We think strength is the loud clapback, the fiery argument. But have you ever seen someone stay completely calm while a storm rages around them? That is power. True strength isn't the explosion. It's the unshakable calm at the center of it. This level of calm is earned, and you build it like a muscle, with resistance and repetition. This means practice. It means sitting with an uncomfortable emotion instead of immediately acting on it. When you feel that anger or anxiety, just notice it. Name it. This is anger. Feel where it is in your body, the tightness in your chest, the heat in your face. Don't judge it. Just observe it like a scientist. Breathe into it. This isn't about suppressing it. It's about containing it until it loses its power over you. A simple tool is box breathing. Inhale for 4 seconds, hold for 4, exhale for 4, and hold for 4. It's a literal circuit breaker for your nervous system. Every time you do this, instead of lashing out, you've done one more rep. Every time you let a petty comment slide, you've leveled up. Look, the goal isn't to erase your emotions. It's to stop handing the remote control of your life to anyone and everyone who walks by. This isn't just about feeling good. It's about reclaiming the mental bandwidth to focus on what actually matters. Your goals, your relationships, your purpose. It's about deciding that your internal peace is more valuable than winning a petty argument or having the last word. So the next time someone tests you, a stranger, a troll, or even your own overthinking mind, just remember to pause, breathe, and know that you are allowed and equipped to fiercely protect your peace. Because when you are no longer willing to be disturbed, you become truly and powerfully untouchable.